ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुर्वे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहिगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्णा। So welcome everyone. We're continuing our fourth chapter. We are in the third section, which is Karma Yoga. So last week we started from verse 414. So quick revision of that, and then we'll continue the discussion. So 440 namam karmani dimpanti name karm phale spraha iti mam yo abhijanati karm bin nasa badhyate. Anyone would like to read the translation and do a quick summary?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
There is no work that affect me, nor do I aspire for the fruits of action. One who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitative reactions of work. Here in this, the important words are karmani, which refers to the action we do. Then it's limpanti. Limpanti means entangled. And Krishna, do not get entangled by doing by karma. Why?
Yep.
Because next line is name karme phale spraha means he doesn't have any desire. We go to work for karma phala. We have desire for karma phala for that, like name, fame, to complete the desire. We do external work. Krishna is completely complete and we are completely incomplete because we have so many desires. And next main word is bhajanti, which means janti means to know, and abhijanti means we completely know. If we understand Krishna position as transcendental, then our heart will change. If we understand Krishna in that way, we will not get entangled. Motivation behind the activity which will bind you or you will or not bind you. So Prabhuji, it's mainly we are talking about the desires. The main thing is we desire for the things and Krishna doesn't. If we desire for the fruitative actions and results, so we get entangled.
Yep. Thank you. Very nicely explained, Mataji. Any other points anyone wants to add? So why, by the knowledge that Krishna is transcendental, we don't get bound? That's what the verse is saying. Keshav Prabhu, any thoughts? Mataji has already explained. I just want to re-emphasize on the same point so that we can also do something in that direction. So Krishna does not get bound. For what reason? Mataji explained two reasons. What was that, Keshav Prabhu?
The first non-lipente, so he is not attached to the attached to the output of the work.
And that's one.
And the abhijanati, so there
No,
is
that
he
is
knows
no, that is us. Abhijanati is us.
yeah.
So Krishna doesn't have any desire for anything. What to speak of the fruits? We have
Yes.
desire, and that's why we work. If we won't have desire, we won't work. And that's why you see many sadhus, they don't have big aspiration. They live such a simple life and very successful life. But here we see even big billionaires, they're always worried, they're stressed out because their desires are so many. But if you know that Krishna is transcendental, he does not get limpanti, bind with anything, how can we also achieve the same result?
If we understand the position of Krishna.
Yes. So what happens in us that will not bind us? What happens in us? By knowing the position of Krishna, our heart will also change. That these transitory karma are not going to give us happiness. All the fruitive reactions which we aspire for, they are not so big. What is big is Krishna and anything related to Krishna, Krishna service, that is very big. So if we know that, our mindset will change. It's just not the theoretical knowledge, Amrit Prabhu. Just by knowing the theory and shlokas, we'll go back to Godhead? Yes or no? Many people know lot many shlokas than us. So it's not the theoretical knowledge we are talking. That Krishna is saying, okay, if you learn verb 4.9, anyone knows 4.9? Who knows 4.9? We have learned that many times. Shobit Prabhu 4.9. You can read it from your Gita. That's all right.
Janma karma samedhi.
Shobit Prabhu, chale.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Prabhu, you know that I'm cheating now.
That's okay. No, I'm telling you to cheat. I'm openly offering you. Read from your book. 4.9.
जन्म कर्म च में देव्या एवं यो वेत्ति तथा त्यावत देहम पुनर्जन्म नैति नाम एति सो रुहुना.
So Arjuna.
So Arjuna.
Okay, no problem. So if we know this verse, if this verse saying, if you know me and my actions, my janma, my karmas are transcendental, you will never come back to this material world. Is that enough, Sushant Prabhu? Just by knowing the verse, I mean.
No, Prabhu.
No, not enough. Arre? Krishna is saying that. We can say, okay, Krishna Janma is Divya, Karma is Divya. Now I know Krishna, take me back to Godhead. Krishna will say, take a U-turn. It's not enough. The theoretical knowledge itself is not enough. Our heart should change. So our vision should change. And once our vision changes, our heart changes, our desire changes, our goals, our aspirations, that changes, then we also become transcendental. And then even when you are doing thousands of activities for the sake of Krishna, nothing will bind you. Is that clear? So this verse is actually very important from a sadhaka's perspective. So we have to become transcendental and don't get bogged up by these temporary material goals. Okay, thank you very much, Mataji. 4:15. I'll go from the back. I see Priya Mataji on the very last on my screen at least. Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, no worries. Mayadhish Prabhu. So if
Sorry, Prabhuji, just driving at the moment, driving
okay,
back home.
no worries, no worries.
I can read, Prabhu. I was not there in the previous class, but I can read. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, if you're not there, Prabhuji, maybe we'll come back to you later. Sarupri Mataji or Giraj Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji.
So
Translation.
all the liberated souls in ancient times acted with the understanding of my transcendental nature. Therefore, you should perform your duty following in their footsteps.
So what is Krishna telling in this verse, Prabhuji?
Krishna is saying that the predecessors or the previous people, like for example Janak Maharaj, Krishna will give an example in coming. I think it in coming shloka or in
Already gave 320.
In the third chapter Krishna gave the example. So Krishna is repeating again, saying you don't need to do, like, you don't need to invent the wheel. You just need to do what your elders were did or by your predecessors were did. So why Krishna is saying, because in the starting of the chapter Krishna talks about the the succession, disciplic succession, where Krishna said that I already told this Gyan to, but it got lost. But Krishna is again emphasizing on this disciplic succession, and Srila Prabhupada ji is talking in purport more about how there are two classes of men, and so one is very much polluted in material things, other one is the one who like take the minimalistic approach, or say, okay, I will follow what is best for Krishna consciousness, for example.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. So it's a time-tested process. As
Yes.
Prabhuji said, we're not inventing a new wheel. Many people, and Krishna gives this example, Mumukshabhai. Anyone remembers the meaning of Mumukshabhai?
Who attain liberation, or
Who aspire for liberation.
Who aspired for
Mumukshabhai
liberation.
means who aspire for liberation. So they have achieved. So one who aspired for it. Suppose you are aspiring for, I don't know, ISPCS, huh? Some big UPSC exams, huh? And you have achieved it. So you will certify that coaching as good coaching, Surpi Mataji?
Yes.
Yeah, like 90% success rate, and they advertise here. I don't know, it's pre-uni and scholarly and whatnot. Huh? They said 90% students got into selective. This may be the last one. The Krishna is also advertising. He's saying, no, if you follow through the same pattern of your Mahajano Yen Katasa Pantha, you'll also receive success. There is no doubt in that. Huh? So we should walk on this path with full confidence. Okay, 416. I'm going from back. Sridhar Srinivas Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. We're just doing the revision, Prabhu. Prabhu, you're on mute. Hare Krishna.
Even the intelligent are bewildered by determining what is action and what is inaction. Now, I shall explain to you what is action, knowing which is shall be liberated from all misfortunes.
Yeah. You want to give some points, Prabhuji, for this verse?
All the people who are bewildered, intelligent. No, Prabhuji.
No problem. No problem. All good. Iramata. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In this verse, Krishna is actually talking about how to perform the actions or activities on the transcendental plane.
Mata, sorry, before you go inside, can you take the Sanskrit lines? Try. You read from Prabhupada's synonym, that's fine, but try. Kim karm kim akarmeti. What does it mean? Kim karma. What does it mean? Simple.
What is karma?
Thank
What is
you.
action and what is inaction?
Read the Sanskrit first. So Kim karma refers to what is action.
Action.
Kim akarmeti refers to what, Mataji?
What is inaction?
Thank you, Mata. Kavyo. What does kavi mean?
The scholarly or the intelligent.
Thank you, Mataji. Api. Also.
Api also.
Mohita.
Mohita means bewilderment. So
Thank you. See, you know all the Sanskrit words, Mata. So when you are able to read this, the shloka becomes very, very easy. So try. And you can take help right there. No problem with that. Tatte karm pravikshami. What is the word? Pravikshami. What does pravikshami mean?
I will now.
Abravit, uvach, pravikshami.
I will now be explaining to you.
I will tell you. Okay. So all these words are synonyms. Abravit, uvacha, rishi, uvacha, Shri Bhagwan, uvacha, pravikshami, abravit. They're all saying like I will say. Okay. Yaj gyatva. Yaj. By knowing that. Gyatva is knowing. Moksha se. What does moksha se mean, Mataji?
How will you be liberated?
Thank you. And ashubhat. Ashubha.
All ill fortune.
Thank you. See, now you can translate the whole verse. So take this approach. Try. Not every word you will know. I also don't know many, but try. So by this, your shloka will make some sense, and then you take help and see what Prabhupada ji is saying. Okay, now you tell me, Mataji, some important points.
Some important points in this is that from 4.1 to 4.15, Krishna was explaining about his transcendental position, But now from 4.16, he's actually telling how to perform the actions or activities on the transcendental plane.
Thank you, Mata. Very, very nice. So this is the context of this section. Thank you, Mataji. Now, let's enter into the verse. Kim karam kim akarmeti. So what I'm going to tell you, what Krishna is saying, I'm going to tell you what is karma, what is akarma, what is action, what is inaction. And in this subject matter, kavyo api atra mohita. Even kavis get bewildered. Kavis means scholarly, jnani. Big people also get bewildered. So I will tell you in such a way, by knowing that moksha se ashubhat, you will get out of, as Prabhupada says, misfortune, ashubha, inauspiciousness. What does inauspiciousness mean in this context?
Bodies.
Karma bandhan.
Thank you, Mata. Huh? So by knowing this karma and akarma properly, you will come out of karma bandhan. Anyone want to come out of karma bandhan? No one want to come out of karma bandhan. Everyone is so happy. Garima Mata ji saying yes. Surabhi Mata, Giriraj Prabhu, they are all happy with karma bandhan. Everyone else don't know what I'm saying. They're in a different world. So if you want to come out, Krishna is recommending that. I'm not recommending. Krishna is saying, Arjun, by knowing this, you will cut out of karma bandhan. We all should at least have a desire. Now, obviously, Krishna conscious takes over on this desire of coming out of karma bandhan. But the point is, you eventually will come out. If not, that means you still have desires. Okay, thank you, Ira Mataji. Very nicely explained. 417, I'm going backward. Anju Mataji, would you like to try 417? Hare Krishna. Okay, not sure. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. So, Karmano means I will read the translation first.
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
The intricacies of actions are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is.
Yes.
So, if we go verse by verse, Karmano vapi bodhvayam means
Bodhavyam.
yeah, bodham means it is talking about the work we should understand, which we should do certainly, and then bodhvam cha vikarmanaha. Here Krishna is talking about the vikarmanaha means the like should not do that kind of work, and like we should understand what kind of work we should not do, and then akarman.
Prabhu simplified. Very, very simple, Prabhuji. Bodhavyam, bodhavyam, bodhavyam.
Yeah, bodhavams is
Bodha means?
janna.
Bodh Gaya. Mahatma Buddha got the knowledge in Bodh Gaya in
Yeah.
Varanasi, or close to Varanasi is there. So Bodha. Bodha refers to, आपको बोध है? In Hindi also they say, do you know?
Yeah.
So Bodha. So Bodha. So you should know. Bodha is you should know. What
No.
you should know? Three words are there.
Hmm.
Karmana, vikarmana,
And
akarmana.
akarmana.
Karma, vikarma, akarma.
Hmm.
You should know these three words. Krishna is saying, no, I'm saying. You should know three words. Karma, akarma, and vikarma. Because if you don't know this, what will be the result? Gahana karmano gati. Gati refers to destination, or the result, you can say. Karm ki gati. The gati of karma, like how karma will come back. Sometimes we say, no, don't do so much bad karma, it will come back to you. But we don't know how it will come back. Gahana, it's very, very dense. It's like almost unknowable that how karma will come back. So if you know this, then you are in good shape. But if you don't know it, suppose you don't know, on a red light, how many lights are there on a red light? Sorry, a simple question, but please respond. Who
Three.
can say, sir? Very tough question. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Three
Red.
are there.
Yeah.
What are they? What are the
Red,
lights,
orange,
Prabhu?
red,
Red,
orange, and green.
orange, green. Now, I come from a village. I don't know what it means. So on green, I go. On yellow, I speed up. And on on green, I stop. And on red, I go. Suppose I do. Why I'm doing that? I'm not aware of it, right?
Yeah,
You can
don't
say
have
one is
knowledge.
karma, one is akarma, one is vikarma, something like that. Red one is vikarma. So if I don't know, will I follow the rules nicely?
No.
But if I know, I'll be able to follow it nicely. So Krishna is saying no. So three things, three red lights, you should know the meaning of each. Karma, vikarma, and akarma.
Akarma.
Now please, Sel and Prabhu, you tell me, what is karma, what is akarma, what is vikarma? Hare Krishna. I'm not sure whether he's there. Shashank Prabhuji, these three terminology, could you please explain in a simple words?
Karma, vikarma, and akarma.
Okay.
So karma is work.
Okay.
Vikarma is not good work.
Not good work. Okay.
Yeah, vikarma. And akarma. Is it akarma?
Yeah.
Akarma is the work that you should not do.
Okay. Not sure.
Not sure.
No problem. I'll go to Amrit Poddar Prabhu. He is a very intelligent one. Please tell me, Prabhuji. I am a bit confused. Karma, akarma, vikarma. Please enlighten me.
Karma is work that is according to the scriptures.
Okay.
Vikarma is work which is not which is forbidden in the scriptures,
Thank you.
and akarma is complete inaction, like the yogis
Sona.
do.
Just sleep.
No,
No.
sona is also action too.
Alright. Sona is action. Okay.
Like it's supposed to be, if it's regulated, then it's karma, a proper action. If it's
Okay.
irregulated, then it's vikarma.
Okay. Wow, you only
But
speak devotional lingo. Okay, good.
karma is like completely cutting yourself from the like material world. That is my understanding.
That is your understanding. Okay, we need to expand on that. Kajal Mataji, sorry, I thought you'll all know. That's why I'm just Kajal Mata, please. What Amrit Prabhuji said is correct. We just want more expansion, Mataji.
On akarma, right, Prabhuji?
On akarma as well as karma. Vikarma is correct. So whatever is forbidden in Shastra, that is vikarma. That is vikrat karma. You can understand like that. Vikrat means kharab. So that is perfectly correct. Akarma, he's halfway through. I want two meanings of akarma, Kajal Mata.
So Prabhuji, akarma can be activity that's like it can be total inactivity that is not
Thank
doing
you. That's
anything.
one meaning. Okay, so akarma, generally refers to no karma. That all of us can understand very clear. Karma is action, as Prabhuji said. Akarma, no action. That can be one understanding. Now, Mata, tell me better understanding of akarma. What Prabhupada is writing.
And Prabhuji, another meaning of akarma is like in the context of this verse, it means that doing activities for Krishna, like activities which do not have a result, which do not
Thank you.
have a
So,
reaction.
activity who does not produce any reaction. So suppose we do any good action, we get good result. We do any bad action, we get bad result. But by doing these actions, which comes under akarma, we do not get any good or bad reaction. Kajal Mata, another question to you on that. Do we get no reaction or we get some reaction? Be honest.
Prabhuji, I think there's some reaction
There's
if we
some
are doing
reaction. Okay.
if
So
we are doing activities with a
Arjun is killing his guru, Dronacharya. Arjun is killing Bhishma Pitama. And we are saying as per Bhagavad Gita, he's doing akarma. So he's going to get reaction?
no, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we have to correct that understanding. So Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, he was raising hand. I don't know if there's a question. Kajal Mata, I'll come back to you just on akarma. Just be very, very clear on akarma. So Prabhuji, Mataji gave the definition, but we are little confused on, we'll get little reaction, maybe.
No material reaction, Prabhu? No.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, the reaction is sorry, I'm just guessing, Prabhu. I don't know.
That's fine. That's
answer
fine.
in your mind,
It's just
but
a discussion. There's nothing right and wrong. Just I want everyone to understand
the
it. And
reaction is we get opportunity to do more devotional service.
Haribol. So Kajal Mata, you are right. We do get some reaction, but that's the reaction we wanted. His spiritual reaction.
Yeah.
I was speaking to one Maharaj. I'll tell you the context. So anyway, I was supposed to drive Maharaj to a particular program, and I had to leave my work, and I couldn't leave. So I lied to them. I'll be honest. It's record. I lied to them, and I'm sick. So when I was driving Maharaj, I asked Maharaj, I lied today at work. So do I get a reaction of that lying? Maharaj said, yes, you get reaction of that. You get spiritual reaction. I was very happy with that. I'm not recommending all of you to start lying. That's not the point. But sometimes, for spiritual purposes, if we have to, do something simple, it can be done. So yes, we get no material reaction, but you get spiritual piety, not material piety or impiety. So akarma, does not produce any material reaction. Very, very clear. Huh? But it does produce spiritual. That means Krishna Prema, attraction to Krishna, attraction to our seva increases. Thank you, Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji, for clarifying. Kajal Mata, back to you. What does karma mean? That's a difficult one.
So Prabhuji, like I'll just go with whatever we discussed last
Yes,
time.
please.
So
Please.
there were it's karma in here it means like good karma, but it can be like karma can mean a lot of different things.
Yes, 4 meanings are there. Start from the simple one. Karma. Action.
So one is
Karma is
pious
action.
action.
No, first is action.
Action.
Karma is
Action.
action. Karm kar rahe hain, action. Now that action can be pious or impious. If it is impious, it will categorize as vikarma.
Vikarma.
Right? If it is pious, we are also calling that as karma. Achhe karm karo. So karma is action, simple meaning, and that's why akarma has another meaning, inaction. Very, very simple. Karma equals to action, akarma equals to inaction. But karma also means a pious action, what is recommended for you. Now, third meaning, Kajal Mata.
A cycle of action and reaction.
Yes, and no one can escape from the cycle of karma. No, we say that. That means no one can escape from the cycle of action reaction. Fourth meaning.
Is it fruitive work, or is
No.
it also is fruitive work also under pious karma?
Reaction. You're in a hospital, someone goes there, what's happening? क्या करें, कर्म भोग रहे हैं. I'm suffering my karma. That context is I'm suffering my karma, I'm getting reaction of my karma. So it can be action, it can be pious action, it can be reaction, it can also mean cycle of action and reactions. So these 4 meanings can apply to karma. 2 meanings can apply to akarma. And 1 meaning vikrat karma, very, very clear, forbidden actions in Shastra, that is vikarma. So Krishna is saying you should understand. Yes, Prabhuji, coming back to you. So bodhavyam, 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 everyone, every category you should understand very nicely. Because if you understand that, then you can live your life accordingly. Red light, stop. Otherwise you don't know red light पे stop है कि चलना है. Now we know vikarma, red light है. Complete red light. And if you pass, what will happen? Keshav Prabhu, if you cross a red light, what will happen? Can you cross? That's my first question.
Yeah. It all depends on my previous karmas, Prabhu. I can be straight away
just be
dead.
simple. Okay. Just be simple. Can we cross red light?
Yes, we can cross
We
red.
can.
Yes,
Yes,
we can, right?
We
So can we transgress Shastric rules? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
We have that ability many times, if not all the time. Many times we have that ability to lie, to exploit, to cheat others, do so many bad things. We all have that free will. Up to an extent, actually, we can do within that framework. But Keshav Prabhu, if you cross, if there was a red light camera, now not all red lights in Sydney have red light cameras, but do you think in Krishna's jurisdiction there are red light cameras, CCTVs everywhere? Yes or no?
360-degree every time.
360-degree, 24/7. How many people watching Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, 6 Canto? How many people watching us? Every moment, 24/7. It's not like, अरे red light camera काम नहीं कर रहा है.
The youngsters.
12 demigods are watching us constantly. 13th is Yamraj, 14th is Krishna himself. This is 6 Canto. I'm not making this. There's a verse there. 14 people. 1 camera will fail, 2 camera will fail, 3 will fail, 4 will fail. 14 will not fail. Even if all the demigods fail, Yamraj said, I know that. And even if Yamraj fail, which he will not, even if Yamraj fails, do you think Krishna will fail? He is living in your heart, in my heart, everyone's heart, as Paramatma. Shobit Prabhu, do you think Krishna will fail? His name is Achyut. His name is Achyut. He never falls. So, if we are doing any vikarma, Krishna knows that. Now, how he will register, we don't know. But the point which I'm trying to make, we should understand it very, very clearly. And even if you are doing something, be ready. Be ready. One class I was hearing, he said, whenever any good thing comes in our life, we should understand that as a mercy of the Lord. And any bad thing comes in our life, we should understand it's a reaction of our own karma. Usually we do other way. When good comes, me, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, look at me, I'm so glorious. They all doing because I worked so hard, I'm so intelligent, I'm this and I'm that. It says like a bakri, you say meh, meh, meh. Like a goat, we say meh, meh, meh. We become like a goat. Anyway, and when bad comes, Bhagwan मुझसे नाराज है. Krishna is very unhappy with me. Krishna's one name is what? Karuna Sindhu, Sukh Sagar. Now Krishna, although he's Bhagwan, but he also doesn't have something. You know, Rohan Prabhu? You can say Krishna doesn't have something. Yes, Krishna doesn't have something. He cannot give anyone dukkha. That's Krishna's problem. Sorry. He cannot die. He cannot become Agyani. We're all Agyani. We're aspiring for some gyan. But Krishna has also some problems actually. If Krishna want to die one day, can he die? Chalo, aaj committing suicide. Too much stress in my life. Too much household stress is going on. Krishna cannot commit suicide actually, even if he wanted to. Krishna want to become Murkh. Nandini Mata. Can he become Murkh? He become totally Murkha like us. Can he become?
No.
Radha Gopinath one day will become Murkha. Are we
No.
Murkha? No, not humans. I am.
Yes. Yes. Definitely
Krishna
me.
cannot become Murkha even if he wanted to. He cannot commit suicide. And similarly, Krishna cannot harm anyone. Because by nature, his definition is Sukha Sagar. He is Karuna Sagar. So can he give something which he doesn't have? Sanjay Vyasprabhu, can you give me something which you don't have?
No.
I ask you, $1 million. No, you have it, but so we cannot give something which we don't have. Okay, let's take pilot car license. Any pilots here? I don't know. I just have a simple driving license. You ask me a pilot license. I don't have it. So Krishna cannot give what he doesn't have. So how can Krishna give someone unhappiness? Huh? So we should never even think of this. Anytime any problems, unfavorable situation come in our life, we are responsible. It's our own karma. And Krishna is so kind, he is giving, Prabhupada writes that, a token reaction of what I deserve. I deserve 100 unit of dukkha, Krishna only giving 5 unit of dukkha. Krishna, you are so kind. Gopinath, thank you so much. Huh? I broke my one hand. Krishna, by my karma, I should have broken my both hands. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you so much. Huh? So we should have a very, very positive attitude towards ourselves as well as towards Krishna. Nothing negative. So anyway, coming back to the shloka 417, you should understand this terminology very, very well. And once we understand it, again, we apply in our life. We stop at red light. We go at green light. At yellow, we are very careful. Then we get no fines, no demerit points, no fines, and we are happy driver. Government is happy, we are happy. Krishna is happy, we are happy. But we don't understand it. We start transgressing, then there's a problem. Huh? So it's a very nice topic Krishna is explaining. Okay, 418.
Prabhuji, just a quick
Yes,
question
Mata. Yes.
before we move on.
Sure.
Like we were talking about akarma, I'm
Yeah.
just a little confused. Like if we talk about someone who is doing, say, for example, they're doing namajap, like a certain number of rounds, and they're
Yeah.
saying, okay, I'm giving this number of rounds to them, their health may get better or
Sure.
whatever.
Sure.
So is it like a fruitive activity, like a fruitive
No.
work, or
No.
what would that
So
be?
the intention matters the most, as we are reading in this throughout these chapters. So Krishna is saying to Arjun, Arjun, it's not the work which binds you, it's the intention, motivation behind the work. Now, if this person giving, say, one round to his cousin, for example, and he's saying, he's diseased and Krishna, please help him. So if his intention is not to get any personal credit or personal reaction from that cousin, पता है मैं तुम्हारे लिए रोज एक माला जाप करता हूँ. Do you know I'm chanting one complete round, 108 beats for you. कभी तो कुछ एहसान जताओ. If our motivation is like that, but we want to get something, it may become a fruitive action. But if our motivation is let this soul become Krishna conscious, Krishna, please help that soul. You don't have to advertise. When you pass through, if you go to India, just been anyway, the rose there, rose of India and rose of Australia. Any mala makers here? I'm not sure. Sulekha Mata is here. Sulekha Mataji, do you find a difference between roses in India, the smell of roses in India and Australia?
Yes.
Yes. What is the difference, Mata?
There, here I've seen that the roses doesn't have much smell. If
No
I
smell.
no, if I go to the botanical garden, there I see the roses have a very good smell. But what we
Okay.
get in the temple for the garlands, the
Okay.
big ones doesn't have much. So
Okay.
that's what
I
I.
find, personally, I haven't seen many roses, but yeah, in Australia, there's no smell in the flowers. When you go to Vrindavan, you buy a flower garland and you can smell actually from like 5-10 meters, no problem. The rose have such a nice smell. This is one example. Now, the rose has to tell me or you, look at me, I have a smell, I have a smell, I have a smell. Or you just pass through, the smell comes. Which one is better, Shobit Prabhu? You need to tell others, I have a smell, or people just pass through you and say, what a person, what a devotee. Which one you like, Shobit Prabhu?
वो हमारा तो कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा।
They are so humble devotees.
इधर
The
संजय
point,
व्यास प्रभु बताएंगे तो।
yeah, the point is we should smell like a rose. We don't need to tell others what our qualities are. People should interact with you and they say, wow, I want to meet with this person again. What a fantastic person. What a humble devotional attitude. How much love he has for Krishna or for his services, for his Guru Maharaj. That is a smell of rose. Natural. Rose doesn't have to walk to you and say, you know what? I'm Rose. I'm Rose. I'm Rose. No. You turn around and there will be roses. Huh? So our personality should speak. Our action should speak, not our just knowledge, lip service. Huh? We may say many, many things. We don't do anything. That's like a no smell there. And we have to advertise. Sometimes we shout in our family or with in our friends, both are shouting. I'm like that, you're like that, you're like that, That's the point. When we have to tell, that means we don't have it. We don't have to advertise. Prabhupada was not advertising. You know what? I'm pure devotee of Krishna. Prabhupada said, I'm the servant of the servant of the servant. That's what Prabhupada is saying. And this was proven in his actions as well. Kajal Mata, coming back to your original question. So our motivation again should not be just verbal. Sometimes you have to make verbal as well. I understand in extreme situations, but in generally speaking, if this person is doing totally selfless seva for the other soul, offering him around even one mantra, that will definitely help the other soul. Because Krishna is watching the intentions. He has a good intention that other person is not following Ekadashi Brata, and you love that person, your child or your brother or mother, and then you offer something on Ekadashi, Krishna, give them some devotional sukrati. If you pray like that with selfless motivation, they will surely get the benefit. You may not be able to visibly see it within a short span of time, but the prayers never go in vain. So it will definitely help, if that answers your question.
Yes, Prabhuji. So if I were to categorize it in any of the three categories, would it be
Akarma.
akarma?
Yeah,
Okay.
purely done, it's akarma. It's a devotional service for another soul. It's like preaching. You're preaching to someone else. You're telling something from Bhagavad Gita, for example. That's akarma. You're not proving yourself there. You're just sharing some knowledge, which that other soul. It's compassion. So similarly, that person, if it's unapproachable, you're praying for him or her from wherever you're sitting. So it's akarma, purely akarma. There's no material interactions here. Yeah. Okay, I see three hands. Start from Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhu, a question, please. Prabhu, the question is in relation to how, Prabhu, you were saying that Krishna doesn't give any dukha, he's Karuna Sagar. So, Prabhuji, my question is, say Krishna says, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, I'm equal to everyone, but I'm more dear to my devotees. I love my devotees more.
Yep.
So my question was that, so when Krishna says he's equal to everyone, and when he says I'm more dear to my devotees, then there are people who are unfavorable to Krishna as well. So, I mean, there are people who are unfavorable to Krishna as well. So then is Krishna neutral with them? Or Krishna then also, because they are unfavorable to Krishna, like Jarasandh was envious of Krishna, he was unfavorable towards Krishna, then even after 100 attempts, after 100 insults, my apologies, then Krishna killed him. So I wanted to just ask you.
Okay, so it's a big topic, but you are starting. I'll try to keep it short, Prabhu. Yes, the seventh canto you're bringing in. Krishna did not kill Shishupal because he had crossed the 100 aparad. Krishna cannot take any aparad like you and me. We take, not you, Prabhu, I take aparad. I have a lot of ego. Huh? So Krishna is not like, Are, itne saal se galiyan de raha hai, he's been abusing me for so long. No. Krishna did not break down. But Krishna was actually merciful. He let this child go to a limit, and after that limit, he will harm himself. So what he will do? If you see a child crossing your terrace line, you'll say, "Oh, my dear boy, do not go there. Do not go there." He will go to X. After that, you'll grab his hand, isn't it? Just because of your love, not because he's abusing you or something. I'll tell you one story, which was told by His Grace Damodar Prabhu. He just recently came to temple. Very nice little story. One man had a habit of It's in Vedic culture. Before you accept prasad, you should go out and ask, anyone hungry? Anyone hungry? Anyone hungry? Now, don't do that in Sydney. People may call ambulance for you. But that was the Vedic culture. Huh? So make sure in your area, in your knowledge, no one is hungry before you accept. So this person was also following the same vrata every day. One day he found a person in saffron and he was very happy. Today I got a sadhu to feed. Anyway, he fed the sadhu very nicely and he said, today Krishna is so kind on me. He let me meet with you, such exalted soul like you. He's so kind. He was just praising the Lord. And this person in saffron said, why are you praising the Lord? You just were on the street. You called me. You called someone and I was just happened to be there. I came and you fed me. Where's God in this? So the person in the saffron actually was an atheist. And this person who was the host was lamenting, hey Bhagwan, I fed today an atheist. Hey Bhagwan, I fed today an atheist. And this atheist was gone. Krishna appeared right there. He said, why are you crying? He said, Krishna, I wanted to feed a sadhu, but I fed an atheist today. Krishna said, I am feeding millions of atheists every day. I am not crying. You only fed one atheist one day and you are crying. So this is our situation. Krishna is extremely kind. He does not kill Jarasan or Shishupal just because they are being offensive towards him. He gives them a limit, and after that they're going to harm themselves more. And externally it looks like he's killing them, but he's Hatari Gati Dayaka. If someone, as an example given actually in a class by a great speaker, he says, if someone slaps you on a road and he says, in Mosman, anyone knows the Mosman is a very rich area in Sydney. If you're not from Sydney, it's very, very rich area. Someone slaps you and then say, okay, now you go and take my bungalow in Mosman. Will you accept it? You'll say, dusra gaal bhi idhar hai. My second cheek is here. So Krishna is like that. He may slap you seemingly, but he gives you Vaikuntha. Is it a loss? There is no such thing called loss. So Krishna, coming back to as Prabhuji, is always Sama in that sense. Now Prabhupada writes in the purport, he says, people who are not devotees, Krishna acts like a judge for them. So for good to good, bad to bad. But for who are devotees, he does not sit neutral as a judge. Like judge is neutral towards a thief as well as to other good person. But your father is not neutral, isn't it? Your father will, when you do good, he will appreciate you. And when you don't do good, he will chastise you. So we want father or a judge. Like father. We say we like mother or shopkeeper. You take a $20 to a shopkeeper and take to a mother. They both treat you differently. Very, very differently. Apparently, you may find mother's action being a bit harsh, but that harshness is good for us. So Krishna is always kind. He's always neutral. But if you invite him to get involved in your life, literally, sincerely, Krishna, please, I want you to be involved in my life. Don't just stay there like a judge. Don't just stay like a Paramatma. Become Bhagwan. Please correct me. Please bind me whenever I'm doing something which is inappropriate. When I'm saying something, when I'm thinking something, please. I'm like a kid. I go anywhere. I do anything. I say anything. Krishna, please hold my hand. And he says, you don't hold Krishna's hand. Ask Krishna to hold your hand. When your kid, Garima Mataji, you take your kid, I don't know whether you have a big kid, a small kid, I don't know. Anyway, you have a suppose 5-year-old kid, Garima Mataji, for example, you take your kid to a shopping mall, some Westfield or something. If kid is holding you, is that safer? You holding kid, which is safer?
I am holding hand.
Right? Kid holding you, a 5-year-old holding mother's hand, what will happen? You see a chocolate shop, a toy shop, he will run away. Because mother is not holding, he is holding. So we are like that kid. When we are holding Krishna's hand, is it safe, Amrit Prabhu? For you, it's safe. You are a pakka brahmachari.
No, Prabhu. I'm trying to be brahmachari.
For most of us, it's not safe because we are too chanchal. We are too conditioned. So we request Krishna, Krishna, mother, father, you hold my hand. If Krishna hold our hand, is that safe? Anyone? Any doubts here?
No.
Krishna is Achyuta. Krishna is Achyut. Yes.
Prabhuji, sorry, I know Shobit Prabhu and Mahesh Prabhu also have their hands up. But Prabhuji, not necessarily in this session, mera confusion yahi par aa raha hai ki we say both statements. We say Krishna is merciful, then we also say Krishna is neutral. Like we say Krishna is merciful to everyone, then we also say Krishna is neutral to everyone other than devotees. So if we talk about those who are not practicing Krishna consciousness, how do I reconcile both of these statements, that Krishna is merciful to everyone?
Even in neutrality, he's merciful. Even in neutrality, he's feeding atheists, isn't it? He's neutral towards them. He will give them punishment if they deserve, right? But he's giving them sunlight, he's giving them water, he's still giving them opportunity today to correct themselves. 100 lifetime, he's still watching, waiting. My kid one day will get reformed. This kid is too pagal. So even in neutrality, he is merciful. Without his mercy, Prabhu, we cannot even survive for 1 second. Suppose I'm an atheist, for example. He stopped my oxygen. After 60 seconds, I'll be gone. So he is neutral, but even in neutrality, he's being so merciful. So basically, he is merciful. He's merciful. Yeah. Okay. If Sanjay Prabhu is satisfied, I can go to Madhish Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. A very similar problem I have, but it is where you said that Krishna doesn't give unhappiness because he doesn't have it. I didn't understand that properly because we know he's Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the origin of everything and he decides everything. So isn't he also the origin for unhappiness in that case?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. So he has created a framework, Prabhuji. Suppose you send your kid to a school. In school, there are certain rules and regulations. So you have sent your kid to a school, right? Now, in the school, if your son or daughter breaks that rule, will he get punished, Madhish Prabhu?
Yes.
Right? So why are you sending? So kid will say, Papa, you are the cause of my unhappiness. And Papa will say, Beta, you are the cause of your unhappiness. You broke the rule. I sent you to school for what purpose? To make you better, for your better future perspective. But you went inside the school, you knew that rule was not to be broken, but you broke the rule. But even the punishment, Madhish Prabhu, is it for good for the kid or bad for the kid?
It's good so that they don't repeat it.
Right? So you as a father actually is doing good. You will not take him out of the school tomorrow. You will say, no, beta, next time you don't break the rule. Your teacher punished you, chastised you for whatever you did, but that's okay next time. So do you understand that what I'm
Yeah,
trying to...
I understand the intent of the punishment, but I'm just thinking from someone who's not theistic, who can use this statement against to say, oh, you're saying if the Lord is everything, then how come unhappiness is not from the Lord?
Yeah. So Lord has created this framework again for our improvement. So that way Lord is extremely kind, very, very merciful. Otherwise, what will happen, Prabhu? It says pain in your body tells you where you need attention. Suppose you have a back pain. Body is very, very smart actually. So you think you have a brain, but body has a better brain. And sometimes body's brain and your brain is not synchronized. And that's why body creates a sort of self-defense mechanism. And sometimes, you get different rashes, issues, breathing issues and all that. Actually, it's a body's self-defense mechanism. So they cannot do this, Prabhuji. They can say anything. For example, Prabhu, gravitational force, for example. You say gravitational force will work regardless. You drop an object who knows about gravitational force, you drop an object who doesn't know about gravitational force. A baby falls from a 10-story building. The baby will get injured, maybe probably die. And you throw a paper, you throw a scientist, they all will react. Gravitational force will work on all of them. So it doesn't matter, Prabhuji, what they say. But the reality of it is, Krishna is very kind. He has created a framework. He gives us hundreds and millions of opportunities to get reformed. And he says, if you get reformed, sarvadharman mamekam sharanam aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashaya sucha. You have done sins for hundreds and millions of life, but if you today surrender unto me, I will wipe off all your accounts. So it's the kindness of Krishna, Prabhu. If he starts taking revenge on all of us, we'll not be able to sit here. How many bad things we have done and we are still doing. Only God knows and you and me knows. At least some of it. Does that help?
So the framework is created by Krishna. So in that sense, unhappiness is part of that framework, and hence because of our actions, we are reaping that.
And the framework given by Krishna is also is a mercy of Lord, so that we can feel the pain. Sorry, the body example, I forgot that point. If you don't feel pain, is it good or bad? Rohan Prabhu. Pain is good or bad? Okay, simple question. Pain is good or bad? Rohan Prabhu.
So, Prabhu, in the immediate sense, it is bad, but in the long term, you know that there is something wrong in that area.
Okay, good. I need more generic action. Who can tell me generic action?
Pain is good. Pain is good.
Pain is good. Sanjay Vyasprabhu, pain is good. Anyone else against Sanjay Vyasprabhu's vote? Pain is good or bad? Simple question. Tell me the answer.
Pain is good.
Rajesh Prabhu, pain is good. Sanjay Vyasprabhu, pain is good.
Pain is not good.
Pain is not good. Okay, Hare Krishna. I want more answer. That's good. I want multiple answers. Priya Mata, Hare Krishna. Pain is good, pain is bad. So some saying good, some saying bad. What do you say?
Pain is good, Prabhuji.
Pain is good. Wow. So everyone should jump into the fire tomorrow. Burn your hand. We don't even like burn cooker. Take too long.
Well,
Okay.
I guess pain is good in the sense that we don't do what gives us pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. Actually, it's a very good definition.
Yeah.
Some pain are good, some pain are not good. It says healthy fears are good, unhealthy fears are not good. If I drive on the road, I'll get an accident. There is a possibility, but what's the probability? Pretty low. Generally, we don't find so many accidents, right? So some pain is good. You see a fire in front of you, don't put your hand. That experience of pain or a previous registration of experience of pain is good. But you don't drive, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, stop driving. Or accident ho jayega. Accident ho jayega. I will not go into the bathroom, I may slip in the bathroom. Hey, bathroom, you have to go to bathroom, right? So unhealthy fears are not good. Huh? So in that sense, pain is good where it protects us. Huh? But when we are fearful all the time because we'll get pain, that unhealthy fears are not good. So Mayadhish Prabhu, so that system which is created is actually very good. Huh? If your child don't feel pain, you will. There's a disease, I forgot the name. There's a disease where child do not feel the pain. They scratch even their eyes and they bleed and they don't pain. Their parents pray that let my child feel the pain. They fall down, they're bleeding, they break their bone, they do not feel pain at all. There's a disease in this world.
Yeah.
I heard from Chaitanya Charan Prabhu actually, I forgot the name. So pain actually is good in that sense. But unnecessary fearfulness, that's not necessary. Does that help, Mayadhish Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Shobhit Prabhu, I'll take a quick one. Prabhu, you're on mute.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna. Yes, no problem.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have a question. Since you talked about karma, vikarma, and akarma, and it's just a basic question, probably I only ask basic questions.
No problem, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, when we actually go to Mangal Aarti, there is actually a sin which is said, we shouldn't preach the benefits or what are the pastimes of the holy name to non-believers.
So, ninth offense. What is the ninth offense? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. To preach the glories of the holy name. So it's not like not preach the holy name. So preach the glories of the holy name. So if you preach the glories of the holy name, what will happen? People may take it very lightly. Ajamil chanted one name and all his past sinful reactions were wiped out. For example, this is called the glories of holy name. So the difference between holy name and glories of holy name. So we don't preach glories of the holy name to unfaithful people, but holy name we preach. We go on Harinam. We say to everyone, chant Hare Krishna, because that becomes a Gyas Sukriti for them. Even if they watch devotees chanting Hare Krishna, they participate in Harinam Sankirtan, they even appreciate devotees, they get benefit. But we don't speak the glories on the day one to them. Does it make sense?
Yes, Prabhu. But then immediately, the next question which comes into my mind is eventually all the devotees would have faced it as well. Sometimes, I get asked this question, okay, you follow Krishna consciousness, and then, you follow Krishna consciousness, and what is the benefit which you reap out of it?
What is the
Obviously,
benefit?
obviously, if we put the spiritual philosophy, which is going back to Godhead, which we understand, and a non-devotee would not understand it, but then probably since we all would have our stories and there would be some benefits which we would have seen in our day-to-day activities as well, being part of Krishna consciousness. So when we are telling that, would it come under that 9 offense and will it become vikarma?
Okay. Sorry, so it's two different questions. glories to the holy name, and to preach them and what to tell them. So Prabhu, I'll tell you the second question first, because first may not be relevant at this point in time. What to tell them? You tell them what they can receive, Prabhu. So because you are here giving the knowledge, so you should give knowledge in such a way which other party can relate with. So you can sometimes say in a mundane way, I get peace, I get clarity. So even Maharajas preach over the internet when they go to university programs. They talk about the terms with which the students can relate with. They don't talk about prema, love of God, or this and that. So Prabhu, you tell them what they can relate with, what they can be attracted by. If they're attracted by prasadam, you can just laugh at them. What benefit you get? Nice prasadam. You can tell that. It's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that. So you tell them, Prabhu, what they can relate with. If they cannot relate with that, suppose they speak Arabic, you start speaking Sanskrit. Can you pass the message? So you speak in Arabic. Prabhupada also, when he went out for a morning walk, he was saying, good morning. And we were like, Prabhupada ji, why are you saying good morning? Why not saying Hare Krishna? Prabhupada said, just hang on a second. After 3 days later, the same people to which Prabhupada said good morning were saying Hare Krishna back to Prabhupada. So from day one, if Prabhupada said Hare Krishna, they will say, oh, he's a religious fanatic. But they could see Prabhupada as a person first. Prabhupada was saying, good morning, how are you? So you give them what they can relate with. If there's devotee, you give a different answer. If there's a non-devotee, you give a different answer. Even in devotee, there are gradations. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there's a story comes where Kulin Gram Nivasis were leaving after Rath Yatra. Anyway, long story short, each year they ask the same question. Who is a Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? Who is a Vaishnava? And each year Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave a different answer. First year he gave answer which is related to Kanishtadhikari. Second year Mahaprabhu gave the answer to Madhyamadhikari. And third year he gave for Uttamadhikari. Mahaprabhu did not say, Arey, last year to pucha tha. You asked the same question last year, you didn't get it. No, even in spirituality, our levels are changing. So one question can be answered in 100 different ways depending on the audience. The expert teacher will respond in such a way, if that helps. So you should become an expert teacher and respond appropriately what they can relate with. It can be prasadam, it can be shanti, peacefulness, good people, health, yoga, whatever works. Is that okay? Yeah. But if Sanjay Vyasprabhu asks, then you give a different answer to him. If a Maharaj asks you, why are you practicing Krishna consciousness? You should have a better answer ready for that. Honestly, this is our understanding is. To your kid, Prabhuji, if the kid is 2-year-old, you don't start teaching him algebra and trigonometry to 2-year-old kid. You give him what he can take. Yeah, and that's how kid can relate with you. If you start algebra, he will not come to you. Mama ji se kuch samajh mein nahi aata hai. I'm sure you're all feeling for me similar thoughts on many days. I don't know what he's speaking. Sorry, I'm also learning. I know very little, but whatever I understand, I'm just trying to share.
Prabhuji, I was just thinking you should give a class just on the 10 offenses. I was just thinking that
But that won't be one class, Prabhuji. Sorry,
a few
I'm a bit
classes.
slow. Yes, 10 offenses, Prabhu. There will be at least few classes. At least few classes, Prabhu.
So Prabhuji, calendar में कुछ
Okay.
book करते हैं आपके.
Okay, we'll work on that later. So, Shobhit Prabhu, does that help?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
But Prabhu,
So I can't give a black and white answer. You prepare that answer for the crowd. Yeah. So you learn well the actual meanings, and then you give them what they can accept. If they're 2-year-old, you give the answer like 2-year. If they're 20-year-old in Krishna consciousness, you give like that. The first thing is you write your own answers, probably why I am practicing for yourself. That's the best thing, I think, in this case. So write the reasons. Why you go to Mangalarti? Why do you chant Hare Krishna? Why do you do Seva? Write. Honestly, write it for yourself. Analyze it. Contemplate on it. Debate on it with yourself. And then you'll be very pakka in your mind. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, let's move forward. 418. Okay, let's leave that. I'm looking at the watch now. Let's do a quick 419. Who hasn't done today? Rajesh Prabhu. You want to do 419?
One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge.
Okay, pick up the line, Sanskrit line, Prabhu. Yasya sarve samarambaha kam sankalpa varjitaha. Yasya, that person, sarve.
all sorts of
Thank you. Sama arambha. Arambha mane kya?
survat,
Shurvat. Yeah,
attempts.
yeah. Arambha. Yeah, you're in the background, right? Arambha, Shurvat. Samarambha, all the Shurvat, right? So basically, all the acts, right? All the acts, you follow the same principle. That's what it means. What is the principle here? Kama sankalp varjitaha. Kama, what does kama mean?
Desire,
Thank you. Sankalpa,
determination.
determination. So usually we have kama sankalpa. Be honest, we all have kama sankalpa. Desire for the result of that action, right? If there's no reaction to that, we don't do the work. So kama sankalpa. But what Krishna is saying, varjitaha, you should not have that desire. So you need to do the work, but not with the desire to get the result. That's what Krishna is saying, right? But usually what happens at this stage, most of us, we do the work with so much desire. What will come back from it? Even if I help a devotee, I have a desire, a subtle desire. आज मैंने help किया है, कल इसको help करना चाहिए. Isn't it? Even when we appreciate someone many times, not all the time, so that he can appreciate you. Prabhu, you are so nice. And he will say, no, Prabhu, you are so nice. No, Prabhu, you are so nice. That's also a kind of subtle desires we have. We want to listen our glories. Krishna is saying, Varjitaha, no glory for ourselves. When we say Jai Prabhupada, what does it mean? All glories, all glories, all glories to Prabhupada. And how many glories to us, Amrit Prabhu? 0. But do we think like that? We say like that. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Nice. But it means actually, it really means all glories. All means all. All means no exception. No glories to Hemanga Caitanya. No glories to us, because actually we don't deserve any glory. Prabhupada is the one, our Guru Maharaj, devotees. We serve them with no expectation. Yeah, one expectation we all have and we should have, get their blessings, get their mercy, so that we can purify ourselves. Anyway, Kam Sangam Rajita, Rajesh Prabhu, Jnana Didagda Karmanam Tam Ahu Panditam Buddha. So who is a Pandit? Not Pandit who has Tiwari, Mishra, I don't know Nepal, what do you call? Sharma ji. Sorry, some Sharma jis are here. Are we Pandit? As per Krishna, Krishna is not saying Sharma ji is a Pandit. Sorry, Giriraj Prabhu. Gitesh Sharma. We have a lot of Sharma jis. Nice. But that does not make us a Pandit. What makes us a Pandit? Rajesh Prabhu. As per Krishna. Yasya sarve samarambha kam sankalp varjita. That is a Pandit. Because jnanati dakta karmanam tam ahu panditam. In the Gyan Agni is the Agni of the fire of knowledge. All the reactions of work have been burnt of this person. He is a Pandit. Not by Janma. Okay, let's move forward. 420. Qualities. Where is Krishna Vallabha Mata? Hare Krishna. Mata, just quickly tell me the qualities of this person, which we are continuing from 419. If you can tell in Sanskrit, that would be nice.
Prabhu, 3 qualities are mentioned.
Mata.
So, Tyaktva
Love
Karma,
that.
Tyaktva Karma Phala Sangam completely gives up. Phala Sangam is basically the desire of action, of fruits of actions.
So, Mata,
basically,
if you break it, Sangha,
Sangha means साथ में रहना.
attachment,
Tyaktva means
attachment.
छोड़ देना.
Attachment, yeah. So
Attachment.
karmfal attachment. So we all have karmfal attachment. We have to agree with that, right? Krishna is saying tyaktva. So no karmfala sangam, no attachment to the phala of that karma. Thank you, Mata. Second.
Nitya Tripto Prabhu. So Nitya
Thank
means always. Tripta
Yeah.
means satisfied.
So only when I get nice pizza, nice ginger beers, nice 56 pakwan, I'm tripta. Otherwise, I'm not tripta, right? Krishna Vallabha Mata. When should I be tripta?
All the time, Prabhu. You are always satisfied, Prabhu.
No, I'm the most unsatisfied one. Nitya. Krishna is using the word Nitya. And that Nitya includes, what does Nitya mean, Krishna Vallabha Mata?
Nitya means
Sunday,
Prabhu.
Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend pe Nitya Tripta.
Each moment, Prabhu.
Each moment. Radhanath Maharaj actually says that. I'm not saying. Maharaj says that. Nitya means every moment, no exception. Even if you're in the worst situation of your life, you should say, thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Gopinath, for putting me in this situation. Huh? So Nitya Trapta is very, very important. Maharaj was explaining the words Jiver Sarupa Krishna Nitya Das. So Maharaj was speaking, Radhanath Maharaj Ji. He was saying Nitya means we are always Das. Not that when we are president, then only we are Das. When we are this, then we are Das. No, Nitya means always. So he's saying Nitya Trapto. So there is no exception. Radhanath Maharaj also speaks on this one. He's saying devotional service is not resource dependent. It is desire dependent. Not when I get my PR, when I'll do devotional service. When I get initiation, then I'll do devotional service. When I live close to temple, then I'll do devotional service. When will I devotional service? Nitya. Vasudev ji was doing service where? Vasudev ji, Devaki Vasudev was doing service where? Garmya Mata. They were doing any service or no? They were not coming to ISKCON temple on Sunday feast. Were doing any seva?
Jail.
In jail.
In jail.
In jail? Is it possible, Prabhu? Jail mein gaye, seva kar rahe? So devotional service is possible everywhere. Huh? That's why this Nitya word is very, very important. Sorry, Krishna Vallabha Mataji, I interrupted you. Next one.
Prabhu, next one is Nirashraya.
What does
So, not taking shelter from anybody, which is not what we do because we take shelter of someone in this world.
What about Guru shelter, Mata?
Guru shelter, Prabhu, it's basically Guru and Krishna shelter is not part of it, Prabhu. So we should
so
be
no
taking
material shelter. Basically,
material.
we can say, Mata, no material shelter. This person will give me safety. Let me have friendship with this person. This person, this thing, this position, this MLA, MP will give me safety of my life. Someone in India, stopped on the red light and this police wala say, why are you crossing the red light? Do you know who I am? My father is a chief minister. My uncle is a SP, this and that. Huh? So we keep aspiring. Bada aadmi hai. Who is a bada aadmi? Who is a big person? Who is a rich person? Srinivas Prabhu. Who is a rich person? He's a very rich person. He's very wealthy. He has a lot of wealth. Prabhu, please enlighten us. Who is a wealthy person?
Those who have the continuous devotional opportunity, he is the richest.
Who has a lot of Krishna prema. Who has a lot of Krishna prema. And Prabhu is such a humble devotee saying, opportunity to do devotional seva. Prabhu, you are the pinnacle of humility. Yes, for a sadhaka, that's a definition. Huh? We should have opportunity, which we don't usually relish. We keep complaining, Sanjay Vyas, isn't it? हमको इतना सेवा देते देखो कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. Actually, as per Srinivas Prabhu, you are so fortunate because you have opportunity to do devotional seva. So Nirashraya means have no faith that this person will protect me. This money will protect me. This intellect will protect me. My popularity will protect me. Nothing will protect me. Prahlad Maharaj says in 7th canto, they're all durashraya. They are false shelters. They're not true shelters. No one can protect you. Only Lord Ram can protect. Gopinath can protect. Our devotional Sukriti can protect us. These things are not going to protect us. When the time will come, Yamasya Karuna Nasti. Yamraj will not see you're a president, you're a machar. Both he will take on the same time. Isn't it, Rohan Prabhu? You're a president, can you say to Yamraj, I'm a president, you have to take appointment from me? Yamraj will say, ek slap, chalo. Prabhu, I'm in the bathroom. No problem. Within the bathroom, he will take you. Prabhu, I'm taking prasadam. No problem. I'm feeding my kid. No problem. Yamraj does not need any appointment from anyone. He will come, enter, do the job, and go. And he will treat you exactly same as if he treats a machar. So, nirashrayaha. We should have full faith in Krishna and no faith in devotional life. Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually says, no faith in material life, I mean. He says, preaching mean, one definition of preaching is, you break the faith in material life of people, that's called preaching. That's called preaching. Break the, people have so much faith. I'm okay. I have so many insurances. Achha, wait, which insurance will save you? So, that's called preaching. So, Prabhupada actually broke the faith of people in material life by asking very relevant questions. People had no response. And they say, here is the person whom we can really trust, Krishna. He will never leave you. Even if you go in the body of a hog, he will not leave you. Okay, Krishna Vallabha Mata. Where are we? 3 qualities, Mataji.
Prabhu, we discussed Phala Sangam Tyaktva, Nitya Tripto, second, and Nirashraya, third.
Yeah. And if we have this, Mataji, what will the result?
The result will be even if you're doing the karma. So karmani abhipravatto api. Api
What
means
does abhipravattopi? Pravatti
means
mane engage. Abhipravattopi means
fully engaged.
super. Yes, fully engaged. Super engaged. Whom is referring to? Arjuna. Arjuna is a fighter. He's going to kill. Killing is such a bad activity. He may have to kill his grandfather and his teacher as well. But abhipravattopi refers to even if you're super engaged in the material world. The last line is Never kinchit karoti sa. You're not doing anything actually. Wow, that's great. Huh? That's great. So if you have these three qualities, again in continuation of the previous verse, no bondage will impact you. Okay, let's move forward to our last or second last verse. Okay, just quickly, Sanskrit words. I will not expand on it. Who can say? Mira Mata, Hare Krishna. Can you just pick up the Sanskrit words, please? What are the qualities mentioned in this verse? Just the words. Just the words. You're on mute, Mataji.
Chit Atma
The first one is what on the screen. I've highlighted Nirashir.
or Nirashir,
What does Nirashir mean? Without the desire for
without
result.
the desire for the results.
Yeah. Next. Sarva Parigraha. So no possessive mentality. So these two, in combination with the previous verse, if you have it, Kurvan na apnoti kilbisham. Kilbisha refers to pap. You will not be impacted by pap. Okay. Last one. Who wants to do last? Raise your hand.
Can I do it, Prabhu?
Yes, Mata, please. Just pick up words, Mataji, not the full verse. It takes too long.
What do you want me to do, Prabhu?
What are the qualities mentioned in this verse, Mataji? Just pick up those qualities in Sanskrit if you can read.
Yeah. The first one is, sorry, the internet is bad here. 1 second. I found it. Santushta, satisfied?
Yes. How?
Satisfied?
So, yadracha. This is very important. Now, I may be satisfied only after getting $10 billion, for example. So, I may have my own definition. But Krishna is saying a different definition. What is saying? Yadracha. What does yadracha mean?
Satisfied?
Yeah, that is santushta, Mata. There's an adjective before santushta.
Of your own desire.
Yadracha. Whatever come on its own. So you work whatever in your honest way, in an integral way, and then yadracha, whatever comes, labha comes, you be santushta. Today you may get a lot of money, you may get no money, you get less money. Yadracha labh, whatever labh has come today, this is my quota, be happy with that. Okay, Mata, next one.
It's Dandva, duality.
Yes, Mataji. So what we should deal, how we should deal the dvandas? Atit. Atit. That's the word given, Mata. So atita. So you go beyond the dvandas. Huh? And the next quality, Mataji?
Vimat Saraha,
yes.
Free from envy, from
Thank
jealousy.
You, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. And this.
Yeah, and then Samaha, we should be steady. We should not stray.
Yeah.
And then whether it's a success or failure, we should
Thank
be
you,
steady.
Mata.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 qualities are given in this particular verse. So again, in addition to the previous verses, 4 qualities. Even if you're doing a lot of work, you will not be bound. Okay, let's start today's verse. Mahadish Prabhu, you asked to read before, so we can start today. So we are reading the verse in the translation.
Sure. Gata sangasya muktasya jnana chetasa jnanaya charata karma
Yagyaya charata, Prabhuji.
Yagyaya charata karma samagram praviliyate. Translation by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge, merges entirely into transcendence.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Gata Sangasya Muktasya. So Gata Sangasya, Prabhupada writes, of one unattached to the modes of material nature. So he has no attachment for the modes of material nature. Muktasya, he's liberated from that. He has no attachment. Jnana avasthita chetasa, his chitta, his consciousness, avasthit, situated in jnana, in transcendent, in knowledge. Yagya acharataha. So there's two words here. The yagya refers to, for the sake of yagya, sacrifice, the mentality yagya. It's not talking about just the fire yagya here. Acharata, acharan karna. In Hindi, there's a word called acharan, acting. So he's acting for the sake of yagya. Now, yagya can have multiple meaning. Here, the mentality of sacrifice has been mentioned. Another meaning of yagya, anyone remembers? Besides that, what I just said? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu?
Sorry, prabhuji, I missed it. Sorry.
What's another meaning of yagya?
Higher sacrifice?
I already said sacrifice, another meaning of yagya. That's my question. And definitely yagya does not mean via sacrifice. Yagya means sacrifice, and then from there you can have multiple types of yagya. We're going to read very soon. Another meaning of yagya, that's my question.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna.
Thank you, Kajal Mata. Vishnu's another name is Yagya. So Vishnu has a name Yagya. He has done a Yagya avatar as well. It's in Bhagavatam. Samagram praviliyate. Praviliyate, Prabhupada writes, merges entirely. So all his karma samagram. So here you can combine the fourth line samagram with the karma of the third line. So if he has no attachment for the modes of material nature, he is situated in Gyan, in transcendental knowledge. He is doing acharan, he is acting for the sake of sacrifice. Then all his karma, what will happen? Praviliyate, will be burnt. So again, here we are not talking about bhakti aspect here. We are still talking about karma, akarma, vikarma. We're talking about bondage and trying to come out of that. So Krishna is speaking from that perspective. And still we are in the third section, which is karma yoga, activities on the transcendental plane. So we are trying to come out of the bondage. So please understand this context with these verses. So it's saying, if you want to praviliyate all your karma here refers to the reaction of your karma. What you need to do, gat sanga se mukta se jnana vasita chetasaha. If you do that, then all your karma merges entirely into transcendence. So be situated in jnana, basically. Now, from 425 actually starting, okay, there's a different division here, but that's fine. Okay, let's read 424. Who hasn't read today? Anyone? Yes, Mataji, please.
Okay. Brahma Panam Brahma Habir Brahma now Brahmana Hitam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. Translation: a person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities in which the consummation is absolute and that which is offered is of the same spiritual nature.
Thank you, Mataji. So now this is a bit tongue-twisting words. It says Brahma Arpanam. So if you break the words, it's very, very easy actually. Arpan karna matlab to offer something, right? So you offer something in Brahma. Brahma Havir. Havi here refers to in the Agni which you are offering the things. Brahma Agno, the fire of Brahman. Brahmana Hutam, the Hota, the person who's offering the offering. So there's a Brahman who is doing the offering basically. Brahmaiva ten gantavyam, and his gati, his destination is also Brahman. Brahma karma samadhina, and that person is situated in samadhi. Now let's unfold this verse very nicely. I'll give an example. This is given by Vishwanath Chakra Thakur, not my example. So basically, Arjun is trying to run away from the battlefield. He's trying to go to jungle and is saying, I'll be situated in Samadhi in jungle, isn't it? So that's the scenario here. But Krishna is saying, even this battlefield is a yajna. You don't have to do yajna into the jungle. How this battlefield is a yajna? Vishwanath Thakur sort of translates that. In the battlefield itself is a yajna. You understand? Where the yajna is happening. It's called yajna, where the yajna is happening. In the yajna, who is the hota? Who is the Brahman who is doing the offering? Arjun is the hota. And the ladle, the spoon, Brahman uses the spoon to offer the ghee. What is the ladle, Amrit Prabhu? Arjun's Gandiv. That's the ladle. Huh? Gandiv. And what he is offering, we offer grains or ghee into the fire. What he is offering? Kauravas. So Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying he is offering Kauravas with the ladle, with the spoon of his Gandiva into the fire in the Yajna Sthali. So that is a Yajna or no? So by fighting, actually is also performing a Yajna. And will he be getting any bondage? No, because he is guided completely by Krishna. Huh? So just, and Gantavyam refers to destination. What will be his destination? Brahman will be his destination. Because he's not getting any bondage. Let's go to the first, next one. 425. Who wants to do? Who hasn't done it? Come on.
I will do it, Prabhuji.
Yes, anyone.
Devam evapare yagyam yogina paryupashate brahmanav apare yagyam yagnevopaju
Yagye naivopajuhyati. So if you break the word, Mataji, Yagye naivopajuhyati. You read Hindi, Mataji?
Hanji, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so you can read from here. I'm just saying it will be easier. Sometimes English is better because Hindi words are too long, but yeah, you can see very, very easy words. Yes, Mata.
Translation. Some yogis perfectly worship the demigods by offering different sacrifices to them, and some offer sacrifices in the fire of the Supreme Brahman.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, this is the second section, next section, which we are starting. This is from verse 25 to 33. And Krishna is going to speak about sacrifices lead to transcendental knowledge. So Krishna will speak about different types of sacrifices. As we were talking, I think Lakshmi Mataji was saying about fire yajna. So Krishna will explain this section. There are so many different types of yajnas. But if you do the yajna properly with that mentality of yajna, it should lead you to transcendental knowledge. And when you are situated in transcendental knowledge, there will be no bondage. So that's the section which we are reading. Let's come to this particular verse, 425. Devam eva pare yagyam. So apare Vasudevasya. So if you read in Kuti Maharani Prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8, so you read the apare word refers to some group of people, you can say. Huh? Some people, you can say. Apare, you will read. Another word also coming soon. So anyway, apare, some people, Daivam refers to Devatas. Huh? So they do yajna for Devatas. Is it true? People do worship for Devatas. Some Ganesh ji ka yajna, Durga ji ka yajna, Kali ji ka yajna. Huh? So many yajnas are there. So many types of worship people are doing, and they do it for Devatas, demigods. Yogina paripasate. Paripasate refers to upasana. So paripasana word coming from word upasana. Like word Radha comes from aradhana. So what does Radha? One meaning of Radha, multiple meanings of Radha. One who is doing constant aradhana, constant worship for the pleasure of Lord. Huh? So paripasate, upasana. Upavas. What does upavas mean? Upavas. Vas means to sit. Upa means to close. So sit close with the Lord. Huh? So paripasate, worshipping. So they worship demigods by some yajna, right? Next one, Brahmagna. So Brahmagna refers to, and some do Agni of Brahman. Apare refers to again another group of people. So some group of people, they worship demigods. Apare, other group of people, they do yajna for Brahman. Huh? Brahmagna. So Brahma Agni. You can divide like that. Yagye naivopajuhyati. So they offer the sacrifice not for just the demigods. They offer sacrifice for the Brahman. That means, Prabhupada writes here, now Prabhupada is taking the ultimate meaning of Krishna consciousness. A person engaged in discharging duties in Krishna consciousness is also called a perfect yogi or a first class mystic. So here Brahman refers to Krishna consciousness as per Prabhupada. Huh? So Prabhupada is saying, Krishna is saying, some people do worship of demigods, but some people do worship of Brahman or Krishna consciousness. Now, Prabhupada writes a comparison as well. I'll just read a few lines. Very nice, actually. The demigods are powerful living entities appointed by the Supreme Lord for the maintenance and supervision of all material functions like the heating, watering, etc. Those who are interested in material benefit worship the demigods by various sacrifices according to Vedic rituals. So as we know, in whole Vedic literature, there's a lot of worship for demigods are also given. Anyone knows how many percentage of Vedic literature are dedicated to demigod worship? Anyone?
25.
Thank you, Amrit Prabhu. 75% is actually materially motivated. I heard in Chaitanya Charan Prabhu's class, he said one of the Western philosopher, he made this statement about Rig Veda. He's saying it's the most materialistic book in the whole existence. Because there's so many yagyas given for if you want this, you do this yagya. If you want to do this, you do this yagya. Because they're just seeing the very superficial part of the Vedas because it is filled with 75%. Amrita, next question. Why Krishna has given so much this karm kandi sacrifices? 75% is a lot.
Because later Krishna says or previously Krishna says that those who worship demigods, they are short-sighted. They want success in this world.
Yeah.
So
Kanchanta Karnam
Krishna
Siddhim
is,
Jantahi Devta 412. Yes.
yeah, so Krishna is given for different kinds of people all these karma kandiya stuff
Mhm.
so that they can elevate their consciousness.
Okay, just little addition on that, Prabhuji. What you said is correct. Because most of the people in the material world are super conditioned, isn't it? And for those kids, you need to give chocolate. Beta, you perform this maths exercise, I'll give you one chocolate. You perform another science exercise, I'll give you another chocolate. Huh? You do that? Some young mothers and fathers do that. Huh? They offer some chocolate to kids. So Krishna has to arrange these chocolates for us. Huh? You want to go to Saragloka, you perform this yagya. You want to do this, you get this. So Krishna has given these chocolates only because we are conditioned, we are not pure souls. Now these Vedic literature in this form does not exist in Vaikuntha Loka, isn't it? Why? People don't need chocolates. They already got whole Krishna. Huh? But in the material world, because we are conditioned, so Krishna is saying, okay, you're like kids, I'll give you little chocolate. But after so many chocolates you have taken, like, what I am doing? Huh? Chirne Punya Mrti Lokam Vishanti, I go to Swarg Loka. It says, Kabhi Swarge Uthaye, Kabhi Narke Giraye. So sometime Maya Devi takes you Swarg Loka, sometime Maya Devi takes you Narak Loka, sometime give you human Loka, sometime give you a cat body, bird body, reptile body, and you keep going round and round and round and round, and after a while you think, oh my God, what I'm doing here? I need to do something better. Then you take shelter of ESCON, Prabhupada. Prabhupada, please save me. Please give me some intelligence. Huh? So, Yajantahi Sumedasaha. Only those people who have Sumedasa, very, very intelligent, they will worship Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It says in Bhagavatam. Okay. Anye. Now, from apare, we are using the word anye here. Krishna is using the word anye. Okay, 426. Who wants to read?
I'll
Jaldi,
read
jaldi.
it.
Okay, go for it.
Shrota adini indriyani anye samya magnishu juhvati shabdadim vishayan anya indriyagnishu juhvati. Translation: some of them sacrifice the hearing process and the senses in the fire of the control mind, and others sacrifice the objects of the senses, such as sound, in the fire of sacrifice.
You're reading the same book, Prabhu? The translation is a little different. Anyway, I'm reading Veda base. Okay. Anya again, Anya or Apare is the same thing. Anya, some other people, Krishna is saying. Shrotra. Shrotra refers to hearing process, right? Shravana Indriya. We know Shravan Karna. Shrotra Indriya. So Shrotra Indriya, so Prabhupada is writing Shrotra Adini, such as hearing process. Indriyani. We all know Indriyani is the senses. Anya, some group of people. Sanyam Agnishu. Sanyam Agni refers to the mental control. Sanyam, we call self-control. So they offer their Shotrandriyani, like listening senses, to Sanyam. I'll give you a simple example to understand it. Suppose, no one of you like that. Suppose someone like a Michael Jackson music. No, I don't like that. So, but anyway, suppose you like Michael Jackson music. So, Sushantru, what will happen when you hear Michael Jackson music? Someone, I don't know any songs. What will happen? You'll become happy, isn't it? Suppose you like, I don't know, Amitabh Bachchan songs. So when you hear that song, you'll go, wow, kitna acha song hai, huh? That song is so nice. But now when you become brahmachari, Sushant Prabhu, now even when you hear the song, Michael Jackson, what you will do? Sanyam, restraint, isn't it? That's what we are controlling. Although we may like it, but what we'll do? No, Sanyam. No, I'm not going to waste my time here. Let's chant Hare Krishna. Let's read Bhagavad Gita. Let's do some devotional service. So you understand? So when you do Sanyam, that's also like a sacrifice. Isn't it? You're sacrificing. You could have enjoyed the song. But what you take a decision, I will not enjoy hearing this song. What I will do Sanyam. I'll do restraint. Does it make sense? So Shotra, you are doing a yagya by not listening to what you like to hear. And Prabhupada writes, they are unadulterated brahmacharis. Sorry, it's all for brahmacharis. No, it's for everyone actually. So it's the indriyani, which indriya senses, which we are offering to Krishna by doing Sanyam. Amrit Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yeah, like in the original text, Prabhupada did not write this, the unadulterated brahmachari, the regulated householders.
Okay. So you're reading 1975 edition, huh?
Yes.
Original. Jai Hari Bol. Okay. Anyway, I'm just reading this Veda base, so that's what it says. Anyway, it refers to all of us, but some indication is given, which is very nice. Okay. Shabdadin. So Shabda here refers to regulated householders. Now, householders are not supposed to, and Prabhupada writes this in all detail, they have license for, say, sense gratification, but that is dharmic license. And Prabhupada writes, Krishna writes in 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma avriddho bhuteshu kamosmi bhatarsabha. I am that calm, I am that sexual desire, which is non-contrary to religious principles. So when husband and wife come together, they bring a very nice Krishna conscious soul in this world. That's a yagya. That's not sense gratification. That's a yagya, and that is appreciated in the Vedic culture. But if anyone is not following the religious principles, then that calm will bring reaction. That lust will bring reaction. But if you're following the religious principles, as per Krishna is saying, that karma is me. Krishna is saying, I am that sex life, which is non-contrary to religious principles. It's a big statement actually, very, very big statement. So what are the householders they do? So they sacrifice the object of senses in the fire of senses. They also do Sanyam. Now here Sanyam again refers to following their dharmic principles, following their dharmic duties, and even if they get attracted to something, but they follow the dharma. And if you are doing that, they are also following the yajna, isn't it? Because they are sacrificing it. Anything, sacrifice means anything which you could have enjoyed, you give it away. You for a higher purpose. For Ekadashi, for example, you go to someone's house and they have made very, very nice things, and it may be prasadam. But what Amrit Prabhu will say, nahi, kal lenge, Dwadashi mein lenge. You may love those items, and they may be prasad as well. Even for Mahaprasad, what we do, we keep it for tomorrow. So today is Ekadashi, although it's Mahaprasad, it's Lord Vishnu's prasad, but we respect it, but we cannot honor it. We cannot honor it today. So we keep it and we break the Dwadashi, the fast breaking with that Mahaprasad. Does it make sense? So all the indriyas basically which we could have enjoyed, we are offering with sanyam, with restraint. That is also a yagya. 427. Who wants to go? Yes, please.
Sarvanindriya karmani prana karmani chapare atma samyamya yogagnau jyovati jnanati. Others who are interested in achieving self-realization through control of the mind and senses offer the functions of all the senses and of the life breath as oblations into the fire of the controlled mind.
Thank you, Prabhu. So same word, if you see, Krishna is using Atma Sanyam. Sanyam Agnishu. In the previous verse, he was using 426. So Sanyam, self-restraint is very, very much needed. So Krishna is saying, Sarvanindriya Karmani. So whatever karma you do through Sarva Indriya, Prana Karmani Chapare. So apare, again the word apare is used, which is used in 425 as well. 426 saying Anye, 427 again using apare. So apare. Basically, what Krishna is saying, some people do like this, some people do like that, but eventually what Krishna is recommending throughout these verses, Sanyam, self-restraint. And that is sacrifice. You like something, materially speaking, but for a higher purpose. What you say, I will not do it. That's a yajna. And slowly, initially we may struggle. We all struggle, no doubt with that. But slowly when we get a higher taste, then we are not even interested in that Sanyam. Alcoholic which is trying to come out of alcohol habit, for example, initially he will struggle, but after a while when he is completely sober, even by seeing alcohol he will get distracted. Like, no, this smell itself is so bad for me. Huh? So similarly, when we are transitioning from material life to spiritual life, it looks difficult. But once you are situated there, many people have told me, and I have no experience in this area at least, about meat. They loved meat. But now, after being a devotee, even the smell of it from far, they want to run away from that side. Cigarette, same thing. Alcohol, same thing. Huh? Anyway, the taste changes. Atma Sanyam Yoga Agna. So Atma Sanyam is known as Yoga Agni. Agni refers to which is going to burn. All your reactions will burn in this Atma Sanyam. So Atma Sanyam is very, very important. Jayati Gyan Deepte, because the fire of Atma Sanyam will burn all the reactions. Okay, now Prabhupada is, I was reading this purport, so I'll just like to read this, what Prabhupada is writing here. In the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, the soul is called Pratyag Atma and Parag Atma. Now, what does it mean? Prabhupada explains that as long as soul is attached to the sense enjoyment, it is called Parag Atma. But as soon as same soul becomes detached from such sense enjoyment, it's called Pratyagatma. So now, at this stage, most of us are Paragatma or Pratyagatma. I am Paragatma. Parag also what's come from Raga. Now, Rag refers to material attachment. So if you have a material attachment, this is Paragatma. So we are attached to sense enjoyment, most of us, not all of us, Paragatma. But as soon as Prabhupada is saying you're detached from sense enjoyment, you become Pratyagatma. So according to this yoga system, Pratyagatma is the ultimate goal. So because Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita for all categories of people. So for some of them, Pratyagatma may be the goal, the detachment from the material world. But for Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, we don't do that. What is our goal? Prem Premartho Mohan. Krishna Prema is the goal, not just detachment from the material world, which is just a byproduct. And Prabhupada also talks about 5 different types of Vayu in our body: Prana Vayu, Apana Vayu, Vyana Vayu, Saman Vayu, Udan Vayu. I'm not going to read about each of them, but there are 5 Vayus which sort of controls our bodily function inside, and their balancing is very much needed. When these airs are in imbalance, we have different disease. Pranavayu is a specific term here. Just I'll say one word. So Pranavayu is also one of the Vayu, and is also known as one Vayu which includes all other Vayu. For example, Vrindavan is one out of 12 Vanas in Vrindavan, and Vrindavan in general also the whole area is known as Vrindavan. So as we know in Braj Mandal there are 12 Vanas, 12 forests. Vrindavan is one of them. But generally sometimes we say Braj Mandal equals to Mathura Mandal, Braj Mandal, Vrindavan, they're all same. So that's fine. So Pranavayu is same. Now, a specific one category of Pranavayu which goes outwards, and this we will read in different verses. Apan Vayu goes downward. Vyana Vayu is act to shrink and expand. Saman Vayu adjusts equilibrium. Udan Vayu goes upward. Basically, the point is if you can control these Vayus, and what a yogi does, not a bhakti yogi, what he does, he controls these Vayus to go in a different direction than the normal. If some Vayu is going in a north direction, for example, so yogi will try to turn that air into south direction. So while he is doing that, it controls his mind. You understand? So the Vayu is going in a certain direction, but you try to change the direction of the Vayu, and that takes a lot of mental effort actually. And by doing that, if he is able to do that, his mind is controlled. So when you talk about mind control, it's not so easy, but yogis are able to do that. 428. This is a very interesting verse. Acharya Nissa Prabhu, would you like to do?
Yes, Prabhu. Dravya yagya satapo yagya yoga yagya satatha pare swadhaya yagyana yagyascha yatyaha samshitavartaha. Having accepted strict vows, some become enlightened by sacrificing their possessions, and others by performing several austerities, by practicing the yoga of Eightfold Mysticism, and by studying the Veda to advance in transcendental knowledge.
Thank you, Prabhu. So in this verse, Krishna talks about different types of yajna. You can see, let's count. Dravya yajna, 1. Tapo yajna, 2. Yoga yajna, 3. Swadhyaya jnana yajnas, 4. Yatya, Sansit, Vrata. Sansit refers to very determined, very strict vows. Vrata refers to vows. Sansit refers to very strict. Yatya, one who does very strict vows of these yajnas. So let's read. Dravya yajna. What does dravya mean? Not drav. Drav refers to liquid. Dravya. Acharya Prabhu, you are from Hindi background. Dravya.
Yes, Dravya.
What does dravya mean?
Liquid.
Drav nahi, dravya. Drav is liquid.
Money.
Money.
Dravya can refer to other things as well, like grain is also dravya. Possessions, basically.
Possessions, yeah.
So dravya yajna, what will it mean, Acharya Prabhu? Yajna is
Sacrificing one's possessions.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So we understand dravya yajna refers to sacrificing one's possession. Prabhupada gave example of people open dharmshala, dharmshala in India, annashala, atitishala, anathalaya, vidyapit. So they're doing dravya yajna, they're offering their money for a good cause in the society. That's fine.
Yes.
That's one yajna. Tapo yajna. What does tapo yajna mean? Ekadashi vrata, Chaturmas vrata, Ramnavami vrata, some tapa you are doing on that particular day, for a higher purpose. Some tapa. Prabhupada gives an example of Chaturmasya. That's one tapa yajna. Yoga yajna. Some yogis are doing yajna for a higher purpose, for merge in Brahman, whatever the purpose may be. Yoga yajna. Swadhyaya yajna. What does this mean? Who can tell Brahmacharis? Amrit Prabhu. Swadhyaya yajna.
Reading and studying the scriptures.
Thank you. Reading and studying the scriptures, not mundane literatures. That is called Swa-Adhyan. Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna. So what are the 4 types of yajnas? Quickly count. Dravya yajna, Tapo yajna, Yoga yajna, Swadhyaya yajna. Okay? So apare, first some people do this, some people do that. Now, Yatya Sanchit Vrata. Prabhupada also gives, Swadhyaya, engagement in the sacrifice, all studies. Now, Prabhupada writes, Krishna consciousness cannot be attained by any one of the above mentioned type of sacrifices. Very clear statement of Prabhupada. But can be attained only by the mercy of the Lord and his bona fide representative. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is transcendental. So, Krishna is talking about different types of yajna which different people do. But for us, what is the biggest yajna? To please our spiritual master, please devotees, and please Krishna. Okay? Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava. So, but these vratas, these yajnas are also popular in the society. Let's go 429. Who wants to do that? Should I start naming Priyamata? Would you like to do?
May I read, Prabhuji?
I think Priyamata is doing. You may do the next one, Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Apane juhavati prananam
Pranam. Simple, Mataji. Pranam. Yes.
prane prane panam tatha pare pranapana gati rudva pranayama parayanaha अपरे नियताहरः प्राणं प्रणेषु जुह्वति. Still others who are Juvati.
Yeah. Thank you,
Juvati. Still others who are inclined to the process of breath restraint to remain in trance practice by offering the movement of the outgoing breath into the incoming and the incoming breath into the outgoing, and thus at last remain in trance, stopping all breathing. Others, curtailing the eating process, offer the outgoing breath into itself as a sacrifice.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, this is a bit bigger verse. And the way Prabhupada has done this verse is just the thought patterns are one. That's why I'll open the next one as well, just to show you the comparison before I give me this one. So this is like a 3-liner verse, 3-line or 6-line, whatever you want to call it, because the thoughts are same. That's why Prabhupada has grouped it together. Now in other Bhagavad Gitas, you may find a different numbering. So we are following this one. Okay, so apane juhyati pranam. So as I was explaining earlier, so apan vayu and prana vayu is there. Prana vayu goes outward, apan vayu goes downwards. So this yogi, what he's trying to do, go other way. Prane panam tatha apare. So apare word is used. This again a group of people, you can say. Some people, what they do, they apane juhyati. So they offer, juhvati refers to offering, apan vayu into pran vayu and pran vayu into apan vayu. You understand? Just going other way basically. Huh? You don't have to sort of learn these words here, but understand the principle behind it. So they offering Jihvati Apan Vayu into Pran Vayu as per the first line, and the second line says Pran Vayu into Apan Vayu. Prana Apan Gati Rudhva, and they Gati Rudhva. Gati refers to the movement, Rudhva means stop. They stop these movements. Sometimes they stop even the breathing. You know, Dhruv Maharaj, he stopped his breathing, and when he stopped his breathing, the whole universe breathing was stopped. So it says Dhruv Maharaj actually was doing yoga abhyas that time. Pranayam parayanaha. So they take shelter of what? Pranayam. Pranayam again refers to the breathing exercises. We don't have to go technicality on this one. Apre, some other. Niyat ahar. Niyat ahar means ahar, food. Niyat means regulated. They restrain their senses by some regulation in the food. Now don't ask these questions to ISKCON devotees. They never do. Hardly do regulation. Only some days they do. But we overeat. But some other people, they do lot of regulation in eating habits. Pranan pranesh juhyati, and eventually they offer themselves into that sacrifice. So basically the principle of sacrifice is being emphasized through these verses. They are sacrificing the normal way of life for a higher purpose. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, this line I really like, Prabhupada, right? And without sense control, we are talking about sense control, right? So Prabhupada is saying without sense control, there's no possibility of getting out of the material entanglement. So take the principle. Many times we see there are so many terms used in Bhagavad Gita which we don't understand. That's fine, but take the principle. The principle of sacrifice should be taken. And Prabhupada is writing, unless you do some control, you cannot get out of material entanglement. That's very nice. So take the principle of these verses. Okay, 430. Kajal Mataji, if you like to do.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. सर्वे अप्येते यज्ञविदो यज्ञक्षपिता कल्मषाः शिष्टामृतभुजो यान्ति ब्रह्म सनातनम्. Translation. All these performers who know the meaning of sacrifice become cleansed of sinful reactions, and having tasted the nectar of the results of sacrifices, they advance toward the supreme eternal atmosphere.
Thank you, Mataji. Sarve api ete yagya vido. So if you translate that, very simple. Vido, to know, Veda word is there. Yagya vido, the power of sacrifices. Sarve api, whoever follows the principle of sacrifice, yagya shapita kalmasha. Kalmasha refers to impurities. Shapit refers to they destroy. Through the yagya, what are they destroying? Their kalmasha, their impurity. Is it right? Even science says, I heard some Japanese scientist something, he got this Nobel Prize because he discovered if every 15 days you fast, the possibility of you getting cancer is reduced by say 90% or something. Now, do we fast every 15 days? All of us? We do Ekadashi every 15 days. And he is getting Nobel Prize, which has been told in our Vedic literature millions of years ago. So obviously we don't do for material benefit, but even materially there are benefits. He is saying your cells will become very strong. They don't die. They don't get impacted by a number of things. He got Nobel Prize for that. So the principle of sacrifice is so important. Yagya Shapit Kalmasha. So first benefit of Yagya, you can say Shapit Kalmasha. All the impurities goes away. Sometimes they say in a material world, what do you call detox? Detox, We are doing detox of the body. We do the same detox, but we do it for Krishna, for purification. But even materially speaking, body detox happens, isn't it? Amrit Prabhu, you do Nirjala?
Sometimes,
Sometime. Okay. I also do sometime. Only Janmashtami, Nirjala Ekadashi. But some devotees do Nirjala every Ekadashi. It's beautiful. Even materially, very beautiful. Some people, I can see Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, for example, after Suryasta, no khana, every day. He's very determined. And anyway, many devotees follow so many nice laws. Again, for the purpose of Krishna. the purpose of Krishna, not just bodily perspective, but it does help. Shapit kalmasha, our impurities goes away. Yagya Shishtamrita Bhujo. So what do they take? Only the Shishtamrit Bhujo. Anyone remembers Yagya Shishta word anywhere else in Bhagavad Gita, which we have read earlier? Very famous verse.
Yaki Sishthasano to Muchante Sarva Kalvisha.
Bhunjate te devgam papa. Ye pachatti yaad karana. Number, Aditya Prabhu. Number.
Oh, I don't remember the number. Was it
Hari
chapter
bol.
3?
Chapter 3 or 2?
Two.
Sanjay Vyas ने बोल ही दिया.
330.
Thank you. 330. Please remember this verse. Very, very important verse. Huh? Yagya Shishtamrit Bhujo. Huh? So what do they bhuja? What do they sort of take? Yagya Shishta. Yanti Brahma Sanatanam. Huh? So they offer everything to Brahman. Again, remember at this stage, Krishna has not introduced bhakti. So he's going to Brahma, Brahma, Brahma. Huh? Okay, 31. I'll just do two more verses and then we'll do later. 31. Who wants to do? Jaldi se. Nandini Mata, are you there? She hasn't read today. Right here.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
For Bhagavad Gita 4.31. Nayam lokaste ayagnasya kutonya kuru satama. Translation. O best of the Kuru dynasty, without sacrifice one can never live happily on this planet or in this life. What then of the next?
Thank you, Mataji. It's a small verse. It says, Na ayam loko. So if you just break it, Na means no, ayam mane, this loko, in this loka. Asti, asti means like is in English. Ayagya. So one who does ayagya. What does ayagya mean? Who does no yagya? Means no sacrifice. In this loka, in ayam loka, he will not get any happiness. Kuto anyaha. Then what to speak of the next one? Huh? So we're talking, Krishna is talking this one. If you are doing no sacrifice, and just imagine that a simple scenario, if you're eating all the time, even bodily wise, you will have some problems, isn't it? Huh? So forget the spiritual side, even bodily wise also. If you are doing a lot of sense gratification, lot of drinking alcohol and just, unrestricted sense gratification, what will happen to your body? You will get a lot of disease actually. Huh? So what to speak of other planetary system after life? Kuto anyaha na ayam loko. Even in this loka, Kuru Sattama, hey Parth, hey Arjun, you'll not get any happiness. So basically, Krishna is appreciating the principle of sacrifice. The more the sacrifice, again for the higher cause, the better the happiness. Now, in this world, there are so many different types of sacrifices people do. Some people die for the nation, some people do some social activities. I heard in a class actually, someone in Hyderabad, he had taken a vow that no dog on the street will be hungry. So he was carrying this dog biscuits in each street as best as possible. And he was trying to make sure dogs should not be hungry. Now it's a seva. Honestly, it's a seva. He's doing sacrifice. He's putting a lot of effort. But it may not be the highest sacrifice. Some people look after, again, dharmashalas, for example, anathalas, some orphan children are there. They do something for them. Some soldiers die for their nation. Do you think they get anything? They do get actually. Huh? Some Desh Prem is there, some Samaj Prem is there. But the highest Prem is, what is the highest Prem? Krishna Prem. If you do sacrifice for Krishna Prem, you get the highest reward, which is your heart will be flooded with Krishna Prema. Huh? So the principle of sacrifice is valid everywhere. And the higher the sacrifice, the higher the pleasure. And that's why we go for the highest cause, which is Krishna, because Krishna is recommending this principle of yajna. Amrit Prabhuji, you want to say something?
I wanted to ask a question, Prabhu.
Yes. If it is small, I'll take.
Yeah, so as you said, Krishna has not introduced bhakti. He's only talking about Brahman.
Yeah.
Is it okay for devotees to try to raise themselves to the position of Brahman so that they can serve Krishna from that platform? Or
But Prabhu, there is no
or
need. No need. Suppose a simple example is given, Prabhuji. Your Guru Maharaj gives you, a $10,000 note. And then you say, Maharaj, can I get $20 note so I can buy some fruit juice for you? Maharaj said, Arey Bevkoof, I've given you $10,000 note already. So Prabhu, in that 10,000, 20 is already included. So devotees are not raising themselves even to the mode of goodness, Prabhuji. What to speak of going beyond the material nature. They're not interested. They only
But
interested
it automatically happens
Yes, the
when,
byproduct will happen, but you're not aspiring for it. You're not desiring for it. You're not working for it. It will happen
no, like
byproduct.
for example, we are waking up early in the morning, chanting extra rounds, and uh, like some of the processes, like in our ashram, we are told to do yoga as well
Yes,
if it's
absolutely.
possible
Yeah.
for every day.
Yes,
So all
but
these things are given here that will raise us to the platform of Brahman.
yeah, not pray from Brahman, just to maintain your body in mode of goodness. Sorry to say that. Huh? So what, as I said earlier as well, Prabhu, any principle which is good behind this, we take it. Even as aspiring devotees, we take that. So as you're saying, you're doing some yoga, because if your body is sick, Prabhu, how can you serve Krishna? So if you don't have a proper sleep for many, many days, you can't serve. So that's why it's recommended you go to bed on time, you get up on time, you do certain exercises, you take good breathe, take good prasad. So all these things are important. So your body is in good shape. So that you can, but the purpose is not to make your body into good shape. Body
Yeah.
into good shape for the purpose of serving Krishna, for his seva. So our goal is very different, Prabhu. So we cannot say we are uplifting ourselves in the level of Brahman. There's so many.
But the ultimate goal is so that we can serve Krishna.
Yes, that's correct. And that's why we take those principles. We
Mm.
take those principles even from dhyana yoga exercise. We take those principles. If your chanting, suppose, is not good, so in dhyana yoga it says your body should be straight when you are focusing on your nose, half eyes
Yeah.
closed. So if that helps you in focusing chanting, we take that. No problem with that. But if someone has a back issue, he cannot say, "Arey Prabhuji, niche baitho, upar mat baitho." No, he has a back issue. For him, better to for him to sit on the chair and then chant. Then his bodily pain is reduced, and then he can focus more on chanting. So whether it's chair, whether it's a mat, we don't really distinguish. The point is, how are we able to serve better? If in your bodily situation, if you have to sit in chair, we are not against chair. If some people sitting on the chair, that's fine. But some people sitting on the ground, that's also fine. So the point here is, again, in every activity, our focus is how can we serve better. That's why they say even sleeping is also bhakti. If you don't sleep,
Yeah.
you sleep less, you become crazy.
Okay.
That's what Krishna Maharaj says, huh?
Yeah.
So you have to take appropriate sleep, appropriate food, and all those things. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
The
Thank you.
focus is on seva, Krishna seva, Krishna's pleasure. Ayush Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Prabhu, I had one question. When you were Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, your voice is breaking. Can come a little closer, might help. If you're close to Amrit Prabhu, you can come.
Sorry, Prabhu, I think the internet connection is slow over here.
Okay, now I can hear Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Okay, Ayush Prabhu may have some internet issues. Prabhu, please write it. Amrit Prabhu, pass it on to him. Please write it, and we'll definitely take it next week. It's 9 or 6. Let us stop here. So we've done till 4:31. We'll start from 4:32 next week. Ayush Prabhu, if you are able to listen me, we'll do your question next week. Yes, Prabhu, any announcements?